market and what that means for parents, for schools, and I guess for the job market itself. Good morning, Tennessee. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm really excited to be here with you this morning.
Thank you so much. We are also excited here at Radio Cape Pulpit. It's an honor and a privilege to be having this conversation with you. Now, why is AI making digital literacy a new must have skill? Why is it so important?
That's actually a brilliant question. So, the reason behind that is because digital literacy more so, really encourages people to have critical thinking rather than route to answer learning, which is typically how education is formatted. So, with that, we find that when people align themselves around having digital literacy, they're going to be moving with the fast-paced world and working alongside tools like AI and collaborating with it and understanding it rather than sort of just taking information and just consuming it without really understanding what that information means and how to garnish that information to further themselves.
Mm, mm. It really makes sense to you. Know, I heard someone the other day saying, AI is there to enhance what is already there, so it shouldn't be a threat to us. And I'm someone in the PR space, so I thought, my goodness, so that means I don't have to write press releases anymore. Like I'm not gonna get hired, I'm not gonna get clients because clients are like, I can do my own via AI.
Yeah,
So
no.
I hear what you're saying about enhancing. Now, how is the current education system falling behind regarding global tech trends? Are we on par in South Africa or are we not? Are we still thinking it's a threat and it's going to take over our children?
So I love the piece you said there about you being in PR and people thinking AI is going to take everybody's job. So I'd just like to quickly speak to that because while one can use ChatGPT for instance to help you create some of your press releases, you are the one that needs to give Chat the prompt, right? You are the one that needs to tell Chat what you're trying to get across, what's the main message, which audience you're trying to target. Once again, speaking to the fact that chat will always need human intervention. So
Mm.
you can never be replaced when you're such a critical part of driving chat forward. So in terms of the South African landscape, so we do see that at the moment, the curriculum doesn't really speak to that. We're not seeing that we're on par with global trends. Globally, AI is more incorporated, it's more welcomed into the classroom, and students are taught how to use that at a younger age, which puts them at a great advantage and puts them light years ahead of their peers. Whereas, unfortunately, South African student finds that once they go out into the world, that they're overwhelmed and they have these unfounded feelings of, will I be replaced, and anxiety around that. Whereas if they were equipped from a younger age, they'd be able to understand that chat is a tool to actually push you forward.
So, as parents, what can one start doing? What can I begin to do now so that my children do get that head start that you speak about?
hmm So there are three main things that I would recommend. The first thing is, as a parent, it's important that you also understand AI, what AI means, and the implications for yourself and your child. So that's the first thing, right? And how can parents do that? So at Levagon, we have a lot of free resources that parents are able to use and download. So if you just go to Levagon, so that's Le Wagon, org. You're able to get free resources on AI and all of that, short little courses just to sort of make you get a baseline understanding. Second to that, enroll your students in extracurricular activities. So make sure your children are being exposed to these sort of programs. It teaches them ethical use of chat and AI. Some of the places you can go to is Scratch. You can use code.org as well as Levagon. So that's the most important thing. Thirdly, is also be conscious of your child's use. So while there are ethical ways to use it, it's also very important that you monitor your child's use of AI and that you ensure that that use of AI is within the parameters of what you want your child to achieve. So those would be my three tips.
Mm, I like that. Why is it important for my child to have, that mind? coding, thinking of computational, thinking, and why are those skills as important as reading and as maths? For so long in South Africa, maths and science has always been pushed forward, for youngsters, that you
Mhm.
must do maths and science, to achieve your goals and so on and so forth. But now it almost feels like what is being pushed is, coding, robotics, and all these sort of foreign, in a way, elements. So what is the importance of us beginning to have these dialogues and also pushing our children towards that way?
So that's a great question. And I think the most important thing is to understand what coding, sort of what skills they bring to the forefront. So coding and tech demands creativity, problem solving, and logic, right? So by having those skills embedded in you, it really changes the way in which you approach the world and everything you do in your life. So the most important thing is that tech, it allows people to not just exist in the world, but to help shape it and curate it. And that's the most important thing we're trying to achieve. So I think those are the most important things to understand, is that it's important because it's going to shape how you or your child navigate the world, and not just participate in the world, but create your own lane, and not just sort of, this is the answer and black and white, and that's typically what we find in things like maths, right? One plus one is two. Whereas with coding, it demands creativity. You drive your own boat and you can be an innovator, which I think is so exciting in the world, is that we want to create a place where people are innovating and changing the world and taking up space.
I love that a lot. Let's innovate, let's take up space, and let AI not be a threat to us or our jobs, but rather to enhance, so that I can do an even better press release than
Exactly,
I
exactly.
would do on my own. But now I've got AI to assist me in the process. So there is nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be anxious about. Tennessee, I'd love for you to tell us a bit about your story. How did it all begin? How did you get into the AI space?
That's actually a very interesting answer to give, and I think it really speaks to the conversation we're having. So, I currently manage Livago in Cape Town, which is the number one coding tech boot camp in the world. We're based in Salt River, and in terms of how I came to be in this, prior to this, I was actually in academics. So I've also had an interesting journey myself, where I've also been introduced to the world of AI and coding. I come from a very academic world where it's very much textbook. It's very much, this is the answer, very, black and white. And I came into this world, which is a lot more creative, a lot more innovative, and a lot more challenging in that way. So in coming to Levagon, I was able to learn a lot of things, take the boot camps, and skill myself up in that way as well. Where now I know how to use code, how to write a line of code, and now I also know how to use AI. So in our boot camps, all of our boot camps have AI integrated into them. We currently offer three boot camps. We do web development and AI. We also do data analytics and AI. And now on the 25th of August, we'll be launching a brand new course, which I'm very excited about, which is data science and AI. We do part-time and full-time boot camp. So part-time is more for working professionals. It's over 6 months. And then our full-time is more for people that have the ability to come to campus Monday to Friday, 9 to 6. And I think the most exciting thing is that our boot camp is different, because at the end of the boot camp, no matter which boot camp you take, you walk away with something you've built. So our graduates work towards building an app, building a website, and they've learned to build it from knowing how to scratch from, code from scratch. They
Wow.
learn front end and back end, and they also learn how to use AI. So they walk away with a full stack of skills, and it's really exciting me to see students go from strength to strength, from knowing nothing to, in 9 weeks, they walk away with a full app that they've built.
So awesome. So awesome. I love that it's practical, that when students enroll, they don't have to worry about how maybe they're going to be left behind or so on and so forth, but it's practical. You have others, people that are going to assist you along the way. So you do say that there's also part-time courses as well for someone that is working, that is interested. I would say, yeah, please give us the Legon. Is it le
So,
Vagon
so I'm
details,
happy to help
please?
you with the pronunciation there. So, it is a French company. It started in
Yes,
France. So it is Le Wagon, which basically
le
means the
Vagon.
wagon. That's it. That's it.
Le wagon.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, please give us the details, the website, the social media handles, and then we'll take it from there.
Amazing. So, if you guys are interested in learning a bit more about Levagon, or perhaps, learning about our free resources, or if you're based in Cape Town, you want to come and do a campus tour, we also have free tech talks every single month
Wow.
with industry professionals. You're more than welcome to pop us a WhatsApp on 066 484 3186. I'll give you that again, 066 484 3186. In terms of our socials, you can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook at Levagon Cape Town. Our website is levagon.org, and you just navigate through to our campus because we are based in over 150 cities across the globe. So you'll just pop onto Cape Town. You can book a call with our advisor. We'd love to talk to you, and we'd love to get to know you and see how we could help you bridge the gap and come into the world of AI. And if you're already a tech person, we'd love to have you as well. We've had many people come in that already have skills but just want to refresh themselves. Our most recent student was a woman with 20 years of pharmaceutical experience that decided to pivot her life completely. So there's a space for everyone, no matter
Wow.
your age, no matter where you come from. Levagon is for you.
Wow, I love that. I love that. That's actually the question that I was just about to ask and say, is it only for people that have already, done this? Maybe they have a degree in computer science or whatever. But now you're saying
Mhm.
that anyone can do it as long as there's interest. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
100%. Yeah,
And
you've hit the nail on the head. It's if you are interested in it, we will be there for you. We will skill you up. We do obviously have an aptitude test, which looks at basic competencies such as literacy, etc. But if you do have that self-starter attitude, we have the place for you. One of our younger students was 17 years old. One of our most mature student, I think he was 58. So we allow anybody who's got the right attitude and wants to come into the tech of world, the world of tech, our doors are open to you.
there you go, South Africa, Cape Town. There is something for you just down the road. Offices are based in Salt River. And you can just reach out and maybe there's something new that you can learn. Who knows? Thank you so, so much, Tenesse Fortune, for telling us the le of God.
Yes, you
I've got
nailed
it.
it.
I've got it. I've got it. Story. It is such a profound one. And I do believe that, tech is the way to go, but also not leaving behind, like you saying, human interaction. It still needs you as the human. So
Mhm.
hopefully many people will come knocking at your door. I might be one of those people. Th-
Yes, yes.
Thank you so so much for your time. Really, really enjoyed it, and wishing you nothing but blessings as you do the work that you do. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so very much. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye
Thank you so
bye.
much.